Well, this is uncharted territory in so many ways. And again, neither has played this map on this patch. You can see On SLA2ERS did play it against WGS. It was a narrow loss, but it was a very exciting overtime.
Yeah, that was a
really good one.
Kept on giving.
Yes, that was a really good one. And it is going to be DRX starting on the attacker side. Even though it is their pick, it was On SLA2ERS who opted for defenders. Pretty quick hit here from RB.
Dashing forward, seeing if he can catch anybody off guard in a hole, but the site has widely been abandoned. Got that, however, playing over. Peeks out and finds Buzz, just taking his head off through the door. As that opens up, Bazzi around the back will get stacks. As three members approach from the attacker's spawn. Look to retake this. The spike's going to be planted. 3v5 on the defense. RB will get one. Still holds onto the paint shells. Lobs that out. Zimba trying to come up aggressively, but RB, again with a frenzy, comes up with yet another kill. Now he's going to get a third. Zest will pick up the other two.
Wow.
Massive start for On SLA2ERS, getting that early pick, but...
Paint shells ready with the frenzy on the follow-up there is RB. And already looking pretty good. A fast hit onto A, kind of similar to what WGS likes to do, just in a different fashion because of the agent compositions on this map. You know, if kind of you're looking at what On SLA2ERS has seen, that was a very similar hit to what WGS did on their pistol in the previous matchup here. So it's a stack over there. No force buys or anything weird coming out.
Paint shells, there's the blind. RB jumping over towards Generator. Around the corner, RB starting to take some damage. King finds the kill, tries to pursue forward through the smoke, but will end up falling. Only a little bit of extra damage offered up. 2 for 1. The weapon disadvantage isn't awful here for the side of On SLA2ERS. See if they can do any additional damage though. Find some more kills. TS got Buzz pinned. Does take him out, finishes him with a classic. As he exhausts all the headhunter shots.
This is gonna be a difficult retake, but you're all stacked up inside a tower here. Stacks waiting for the fault line to kind of retake the retake.
Well, they know there's no paint shells, so they can somewhat safely sit here. Mako guns down one, gets the third, gets the final. Is not too bad, 2 kills there.
The final 3. Now you carry over some pretty good rounds into your bonus as DRX. And it looks like another fast A hit.
Yep, they see TS. He's got the rendezvous set up to exit. See if he can catch anybody moving forward off the back of that fault line. Tries to stabilize his aim, will get one. God then gets traded out off screen. Buzz finding that elimination. Now forward onto the site, the plant can come down. Zimba is gone. And it's 3 for the retake versus 4.
If you can keep TS out of your back lines, he's already weak. You've got a great post plant set up here for the side of DRX. You've got mollies for days.
Bazzi's dead. A lot of firepower now gone. This could be very costly. The fight's bouncing into the corner. King trying to catch somebody. As Buzz just plays on the outskirts of this bite. Sees the enemy Viper for just a moment. And they'll just make the call to go ahead and save the weapons into the next round.
It's looking really good for DRX. You can already see the ideas are typical for them. You know, you could play Buzz on site since he's playing on the chamber this time. Use those rendezvous to TP out. And then you have Mako and company in the back at the A main area, waiting with those mollies to cover that spot that they put it in that top corner. That's how you want to get it done. And now you can go right into mostly having your rifle. Still going to hang on to the Bulldog as stacks. That fault line catches a few members on SLA2ERS. Buzz ready.
Forces him back. Stops him from swinging out for just a moment there. Shot's going to start flying through as Buzz is fishing. Doesn't go for the box hit, though. Otherwise, you might have found a little bit more damage there onto Goddead. Now it'll just be a slight little chip away, but everybody's moving off this position and turning their sights towards B.
Suma's got a bucky here out of Canteen.
Yeah. Okay. Swing back and forth with the timings. Swing to one side, they see the bite. They say thanks for the utility burn. Now they shift back over towards A, but Goddead has not changed his position. The second that he hears anything at all, he is going to pull the trigger on this fault line. You expect that TS is going to swing out. They're going to be point blank. TS finds one. TP has to come through. That leaves Goddead stranded out on his lonesome, and Stacks happily takes the kill.
Great
for one. As Orbital Strike tries to clear the site. TS Tries to shift away from the stun, still gets clipped by it. Buzz finds him on the entry. Zimba pushes out. Gets one with the Bucky King, gets another Bazzy, swings with the Sheriff, finds Zest, and suddenly it's all on Mako. 1v2 as the shots continue to fire through from King.
He doesn't have time to re-rotate, so he's just got to make this work. He saw the foot.
Yep, and he knows Zimba should be low. He forces him out into the open. Needs to go for the plant. He's trying to bait him in. Play with his time, and Mako plays it to perfection. 3 kills in the clutch, and DRX.
Glance here of their overall statistics coming into this match for this season. Mako is averaging over 2 kills per death this season.
Man's good. He's improving those numbers.
Really good.
Playing back, making sure they're not giving any vision over to that tour de force right now.
Should say KDA, but still, it was like a 2.23 KDA. That's ridiculous.
Knowing Mako, the majority of those are kills.
Yeah. Well, looking over at B, Toxic Screen has been set up in that direction. You're trying to come from the 2 angles, trying to set up that pincer attack onto the B site there. And, Zest and RB trying to push around that corner, but Botsy ready at bench, so they wait a moment. But this is allowing this silent rotation here onto the B site, completely unaccounted for.
Oh, nice peek. Yep, Zest not prepared for that. And God, that just pivots back, finds Buzz over in the sewer.
Wow.
RB looking to leap forward. Suspects that God that is going to be sat behind the crate. He'll swing out, forced to do so, as now the Rolling Thunder comes crashing across the B site. Nowhere to be found, though. Hit as well is going to be committed here. Rocket won't get any damage. As the spike gets brought out of tower and gets ready for the plant. Just a scant few seconds remaining.
This really nullifies that tour de force. Going to make it really hard. There is a gravity well, but no follow-up can be found here.
Yeah, a little bit late. Wanted to see that maybe a bit sooner, pull the plant out into the open.
You can see they're mauling tower, trying to clear it. But Mako still lurking on the edge of his Viper's pit is a real problem. Yep. I mean, this is... Oh!
Okay, push up. Aggressive here from TS, finds one. Needs to just wait out the bite, but they're running out of time. Stacks looking to shift around from the front, but King catches him over an arcade, and Zimba will get Mako. They will bring it back. Despite all odds, the Rolling Thunder, the pit, all committed. As TS has a little bit of fun juggling around the diffuser. They will manage to pull it off, and On SLA2ERS gets themselves on the scoreboard.
There, but Mako playing outside in B main. Ends up costing around there. TS gonna clear the rendezvous. So Buzz has to back out for a moment. He's got his own tour de force there. Still waiting to see if he's gonna go for it. Goddead's turn with the Rolling Thunder. You're taking some zip lines here, kind of switching up the looks potentially for DRX as they try to decide exactly what to do. Completely safe. They've got it covered. They've got the trademarks on both sides. So whichever way they rotate, they have a little bit of freedom on the flanks to know when they're going to be coming. It's like a full-on stacked B hit. Zumba right around the corner again. No shotgun this time.
Here comes the rush as RB. Starts jumping forward, but they will decide to stave off this push, at least for the moment. Stacks throwing the stun. RB clipped by it, but he still manages to get Zumba. This is well caught up in the fray. King playing out of tower, finds Mako as he jumps out onto the site. Rolling Thunder now crashing across. King pushes out, finds one. Finds where Zest is at, but has not been able to find the elimination yet. 2 members left as he swings out. King can't quite line him up. Buzz is there with the crossfire. The 2 members left standing, DRX.
Non-attackers and defenders side, so a big part of that was Durka's raise, but here today, King, he was a part of that loss. And OTS with the headhunter, cannot find the second.
Yep, great opening kill. Stacks, quick to reply. See Zest just going to be taking the old zip line across. RB joining him. RB doesn't care about making noise.
Not in particular.
Just lunges across. Mako for now, the lone member left over the B site. We see the 4-man shift getting ready to enter Hall here from DRX. And with the chamber gone, trademark not going to mean anything. God, does he try to throw the pop flash first? No, he does not. Instead, he will just walk out to his demise. A single solitary chest shot there onto RB, but that's as good as it gets for him. Paint shell's going to be responded with. That goes over towards Dish, zoning back Bazzi for the time being, but remembers be a massive thrifty win if they can pull it off.
You've got Bazzi looking for a flank. There isn't one coming. It's again kind of this A main post plant that DRX loves to do on every map. They find the angles where they can just molly the heck out of it. Cover even Zest in the back of attacker side spawn as a lineup with his molly. Uh-oh.
Manages to get one, but King just steadily inching forward. Finally gets the shot through. Zest will finish him off as Bazzi gets himself onto the site, and suddenly they have to cut back. Well, he's not defusing it, so never mind. Bazzi's just going to be taking a weapon and running away. Otherwise, I thought perhaps he was going to be able to get it, but Molly was there in the end.
But we'll see. We didn't get a replay. I was hoping maybe there'd be a replay of some of those lineups, but not to be. King's still sitting on a Viper's Pit. He's had one for quite some time, hasn't popped it just yet. And now you're going to cut through tunnel. You got the full forces of DRX here. So see what they want to do. No contact. Well, almost the full forces, I should say. RB at bench. Stacks going to line up towards the site. Default line. He's got the Rolling Thunder. Excuse me.
Will only beat King. Get pushed to the side, but he makes it into a smoke. Looks back through Canteen. Looks to trade places here. As the site has been ceded over to DRX. Now they look to stop the plant, find the retake. Stun connects on the Zest, but the nade goes far into the back of the site. It's not going to find him at all. We'll see him exit back out in the main. Buzz holding close just around the corner. Goddead could try to clear it out with the aftershock, but it seems like he maybe isn't even considering that Buzz could be in that position. King now starting to swing out, finds him, gets the headshot. RB taken down off screen, and Stacks swings out the top of tower, gets his head taken off. Now it's all on Zest, but now he's got the orbital strike up. He's waiting for the lineup, but TS gets prepared, finds him, finishes him. The ult will be held for another round. It seems as ON SLA2ERS will be able to get their second one.
Yeah, these B retakes have been really clean from the side of ON SLA2ERS. DRX just on his feet as usual, able to get himself to safety, get the full 5-man retake. A lot of utility, ults committed as well for DRX there. And now King is finally going to pop this. He's going to right outside of the door. And they do use the TP out here. Stacks going fishing. And the bait, not quite there. Seeing if he can get King out. So for now, over to the ropes and onto the other side of the map, over to the attacker side bridge.
Gotta be real quiet.
You just want somebody to have a battle on these ropes.
Yeah.
So badly.
I just imagine, like, because it's fun taking zip lines. I don't know if you've ever taken an actual zip line.
In real life?
Yeah.
Not since I was like really young.
They're extremely thrilling for anybody who hasn't done it. But I just imagine, like, whenever they're creeping across it, just as quietly as humanly possible.
Oh, what a gravity well.
Slows him up. The blast pack's burned. There's the entry, but RB says, okay, I'll just do it with a showstopper. Drops down, will manage to find Zimba. And Zest pushes out, finds that crossfire angle, gets Goddead as well.
What a response.
Broken open all the same.
What a response. I mean, a great play from Zumba and company to stop that, but then RB's like, fine, I've got a showstopper, no problem. Oof.
Yeah.
Sesame save.
Just
and
pull away.
Look at Buzz. He wants to get King. He's sitting right outside of that Viper's Pit.
Yep. And King could take the exit through ropes, which is what he's going to do. And with those footsteps heard, Buzz should know that he's in the clear, but it's going to be a flawless round here for DRX, who, again, just continue to put their foot down. As soon as ON SLA2ERS gain any ounce of advantage, as soon as they win a round, DRX just swings right back in, cuts them down to size.
I mean, these A-side hits have been really, really clean for DRX, and this time they're not coming through the A-main side, they're coming through the dish side, corner and save RB just in time to pick up that swing. So that's how you dial it up. The first guy in looks one way, the next guy in has to be looking the other way. That's That's perfect tactics. That's how you want it. Now, TS trying to get aggressive with this op that he was able to save.
Yeah.
But
he didn't even actually see Zimba there. He just threw the rocket in the direction that the bullets were coming from, and he ended up getting that kill.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
A bit fortunate. TS is not going to see anything. We'll go ahead, take a shot, TP out. As the spike is being brought across the zip line now. Did they just attack from Dish again?
Yeah, I mean, this is worrying for On SLA2ERS because DRX has so much control over the map because there hasn't been able to be any real push-outs, any aggressive moves on the side of On SLA2ERS to try to take one side or another of the attackers. You know, there hasn't been really any pushes through Dish, through Bench, through Tree, through Hall. So, yeah, okay, you can stall this up. Saw that went last time. And this time, you might have Buzz coming through the other angle.
Well, there's no showstopper this time. RB, though, just blast packs into the site. Instantly gets Bazzy. TS will find one and God dead. Back from Crate, will get a kill. Pulls away. Gets himself out of line of sight. TS with another nice opening kill. Will fall, but God dead is absolutely not. Picks up 3 in the round. That's a 3rd round win now. First half, God dead wasn't finding too much purchase, but it's a really solid start. Here comes RB yet again. Peter Contail hopping his way through. The rest of the team wraps around. Made their way through the door. Now storm the site. We'll see that nobody else is occupying this space. Bazzy will now fall. And just like that, I mean, DRX, he said maybe they were talking about how to take the B site. They say, no, just keep doing what you're doing. Go back to A.
Just a minor change on what they're doing. You know, RB's in there quick off the back of the fault line again, and he's able to take TS down, and then it's through ropes this time, showing sort of a similar look to what they did on the pistol round. So a really nice change of pace here from DRX. Zest. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello?
Well, Zest, massive here. And this is, you know, scary. When DRX has faltered in that series versus On SLA2ERS, when they did look a little bit weaker, it was when Zest was not really playing up to snuff, was having a rough day of it. And he's fired up now, as is the rest of the team. Zimba, though, answers back, manages to make that a 2-for-2 exchange.
Door
trying desperately to get them this 8-4 scoreline in the half.
Now there's reinforcements on the ropes, but DRX able to get out just in time. Oh, I think you might have just seen a pixel out of place there. Stack's able to get the plant down, but the paint shells are great.
Yep, nicely timed. They concede the spike plant. They know that money doesn't matter rolling over into the next round. Now it's all on RB and Mako, who's got his lineups. He'll send out the last bite. There's the hit. Bazzy jumps up over the top. They need to displace. Flash goes in. They turn away. TS staring down the hall. Mako trying to make his way forward. The shot not going to connect. RB finds one. Mako gets the other, but God dead. Suddenly, now in a 1v1, but he is low on health. RB knows that he's not holding this. RB can just play this out as patiently as he feels necessary, but God dead.
Woo!
Gets it in the end. A huge play for him, for On SLA2ERS to find their 4th in the half.
This is the question.
I have a very simple answer for you, which is
yes.
Yes.
So that's worrying. Although that opening kill from TS.
Okay, gets one,
no.
but runs out of bullets. Has to swap over to the Classic. Has a rendezvous out to safety. Is tagged low and God dead. And a bit of damage as well. Okay, Mako just fade away, pulling back the frenzy. Gets a 2nd kill.
The Michael Jordan there, the fadeaway frenzy.
What in the hell? Buzz taking some shots
out.
Shifts over to TS. Yeah, quick little adjustment there to gun down the low chamber.
Come on.
Now finds himself at a bit of a disadvantage here as far as the health is concerned. Fault line from Goddead to try to buy some time. Bazzy instantly dumped by Zest. The rest of the team are just charging forward. Goddead swings out, but I believe he's blind. Buzz gets the finish, and DRX get the pistol win.
Insane. I mean, just Buzz there. I said it at the end of Haven.
Get your squats in.
Yep.
Build up that thigh strength.
Yeah, not good. That pistol round was pretty important for On SLA2ERS. Now RB, oh goodness. Oh, they have no idea.
He's going aggro, and TS is gone. Doesn't even take a shot there in reply. Stacks now holding here on the site. We'll see them exit the Nebula, and he can't quite get the second kill, but may as well have. As King falls to Zest from across the way. 2 members left, now making their way over towards Dish. And DRX saying, okay, just do a 2-and-2 split. Call for reinforcements if they make it to the site.
The trademark's gonna let them know that this rotation is happening, so defense is in place.
Goodbye.
Yep, Mako has a second.
Oh.
Yep, he does.
I mean, Bazzi had the shorty. He could have gotten the gun drawn out. Maybe. I will throw down with any of you. That's the next event, actually. Once this final's over, Paper Thin is going to just
Me versus the world.
mud wrestle everybody for Stacks' love.
Ooh.
Push forward, though, and
There it
Zumba
is.
gets punished now. TS has to rendezvous out. They look for a little bit of reinforcements, but they just swarm them. Completely wrap around to the attacker's spawn. Plant can come down, but 3 members left with rifles in hand. This is being pretty brutal for the side of On Slayers.
And this is what was lacking from On Slayers' defense, is being able to push through one of the spawns. Or, well, push through the spawn. In this case, Mako, this is nuts!
Yeah, King can't find anything. Aftershock thrown, a little bit of damage out. Bazzi trying to buy some time, throws a blast pack to push them away. Will manage to get one, but here comes Buzz! Out of the smoke, out of the blue! Shorty to the skull. He is dead. RB gets god dead, and they only lose Zest yet again.
You wanted it last round, that shorty kill. Now you got it.
Glad I did.
Unbelievable. So strong right now, and yeah, Zumba's a little bit frustrated.
Can't necessarily blame him. They haven't found too much purchase, and yet again, the forward positioning from DRX pays dividends. TS, the shot caller for On Slayers, is consistently being caught off guard here. Picked off right at the start yet again. This time, there's not going to be a kill in response.
And RB's up on this generator wall, and is anybody going to know? From the side of On Slayers here, Zumba coming through the tunnel. You know, they're positioning for the B hit. They're going to be able to come through bench in a second. Find it completely open, but they're waiting. DRX is waiting to pounce on this.
Rolling Thunder.
It's no one.
Yep, hits nobody. Zumba's dead all the same. They wrap around. Spike can now be planted in whatever position they really would prefer, I suppose.
Well, I don't know they're
For the
going to
time
get there.
being.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be tucked away on the side if King actually decides to go for it.
Zest is waiting for the orbital strike on this plant, and they know it. They're like, we can't do this because he's got the orbital strike. This is...
Yeah.
It's a cat and mouse game here. They got to try to find Zest first before they're going to fish with the boom bot.
Oh, okay, they try to push it. King finds one, but the counter swing comes in. Bazzi pulls back away, and at this point, I mean, really just wants to try to do any damage that he possibly can. It's not going to lead to anything. Buzz just hard peeks it. And there you think a Vegeta or a Goku because I yell a lot.
No. Well, okay.
Gotta go Super Saiyan. They're the cats.
I don't want to give you that though if I'm going to be Krillin. That's not fair. I mean, Krillin's badass, but
It's okay. I'll wish for you to come back to life. Buzz forward. Mako there for the counter swing with TS. Comes up with 2 with the Bulldog. 2 for 2 exchange as they send a couple shots through the door. Stacks goes to the push and he catches King. Trying to get across. It's a spike drop now. Goddead will recover it.
yeah, it's
Making their way out.
timings are just insane. Just the patience there, and you still have this orbital strike. There it is. You know,
Send it, but the spike gets planted. Zest, though, finds TS. That's the tour de force out. Now Goddead needs to go nuclear here. He's worried about somebody approaching out of main. There is no one to be found. Finds one. Spots RB for just a moment,
no.
but he takes some damage. The stun is out, and there is the finisher. Stacks gets the last kill in the map. The defuse will come through from RB, and DRX in dominant fashion will take Fracture. We have not seen it from them in a very long time, not since Champions, but they look well rehearsed.
This is just clinical from DRX, making all the right moves at the right time, and you know, Stacks, his patience pays off, and then they use that orbital strike, and they know that they're gonna be displacing at least 1 member of On Slayers with it. In fact, it's 2, and they're waiting on the wings of where the edges of that orbital strike are to start cutting people down, and Goddead tries his darndest, but you know, once they